How is everybody doing on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday? We have a special guest again. It's like literally like I think it was like last week we just did an interview,
Yeah, that's
right?
right.
It was the first client, and then literally the following week, a second client right after, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. That's pretty crazy. So for those of you that are jumping in, Quinn recently got his second client, and now he's at 1750 $1,750 for the month. Pretty crazy. Yeah, like I'm telling you, like if you guys even looked at the first interview, which was like last week, like I one of the things that I said, like, one thing that I really, 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 really like when I first connected with Quinn, like I saw that he was somebody who was committed and willing to do whatever it takes to making sure that he grows not only his copywriting business but elevates his life. And that's one thing that I really, really admire about you, man. And I'm inspired by that. Truly am inspired by that. So for those of you that are, watching this right now, show some love in the comment section for Quinn. Like I said, Quinn recently was able to, literally go from, getting like trying to be in the process to get clients, and now he's has two clients without having any testimonials. And still been able to again successfully make, almost, 2K, hit almost 2K for the month, right? Man, that's exciting. How do you feel about that, brother? Because I'm telling you, like that's definitely not only an accomplishment, but rather, it's it's inspiring for other copywriters. Personally, like
hmm
I'm inspired by that because, like, it's not easy for you to, of course, get that first client, but for you to still stay persistent, stay still committed throughout the process. Like tell everybody, like, what was like that number one thing that really, kept you going to making sure that you get to a stage where you start landing more clients for yourself.
Yeah. So honestly, like I think it's just my mindset that changed that it's allowed me to keep going forward.
Love
Because in
that.
the past, I would have like because wasn't seeing results fast enough, I would have just given up.
Yeah.
Right. Go on to the next thing. It's like, okay, this didn't work. But this time I'm like, no, I'm gonna make this work.
Love that.
That's what I kept telling myself. It's like I'm gonna make this work.
I love that.
And yeah, I just stay consistent with posting and adding people and talking with people and
Yeah.
yeah, it turned into another client.
I love that. I love that. I love that. And again, like for those of you that are watching right now, like, like if you guys even watched the last interview with Quinn, like Quinn talked about, of course, that mindset aspect. And, we kind of went a little bit over with that too. But
Mhm.
like for everybody that's like, listening right now, like, once we're able to again change the identity shift within us first, right? Change the identity shift, right? Once we start to believe that we can actually achieve some form of goal, whether it be to land that first client, whether it be to make that first 1K a month, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, whatever the case may be, that's when things eventually start to snowball and we start to achieve that goal, right?
Mhm.
But if we're not able to rewire the neural pathways first, rewire the mindset first, things will just we kind of tend to drift off, right? We don't get to
Yeah.
see the results and instantly get that success that we want, right? Like one of the things too, like, like you brought up, like that instant, instant gratification, instant results, right? Everybody also wants to see things instantly, but we have to realize, guys, it's all a process. It's all a process, right? So I'm so happy for you, Quinn. And kind of tell us, like, a little bit, like, about who you are, your copywriting journey, and and yeah, like tell us just a little bit more about who you are as a whole.
Yeah, so I do have a bit of a unique story. I came from doing full-time ministry, and then also doing freelance marketing on the side for businesses like doing websites, social media. And then like I decided in the summer-ish to jump into business full time and got into a program where I ran into some copywriters, didn't even know it was a thing until they showed me what they did. And yeah, I decided I wanted to do copywriting. I showed them some blog posts I wrote and they're like, oh, you could be a copywriter. Um,
Love
and
that.
so I got into it without actually knowing what it was. I thought that it was just a part of what you did for any marketing role, not its own thing.
Hmm.
So yeah, and then I jumped in and found you, Nick, or I guess you found me. And yeah,
Then things just started to, then things just became a snowball right after.
yeah, that's right.
Love that, love that, love that. And that's great. That's actually really funny to see, because that is actually a really unique story. Like, you kind of joining in, not necessarily knowing, like, that you can make a business out of copy, but then eventually things kind of just started rolling in, right? And kind of tell us, like, before joining the program, like, what specific problem that did you have before, enrolling into the mentorship program?
Yeah, mainly it was just getting clients because with my previous business, I got my clients through referrals. Started with some people from my church that knew me and they liked my work I did for the church. And then from there, things snowballed. I didn't have to do sales really. I just came onto a call once in a while with people or did a phone call, but it wasn't that hard. So getting clients was a really hard thing for me. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the right way to go about things. And yeah, that was like my biggest challenge is getting clients. And then like obviously my mindset behind actually being able to land clients too.
Mm.
So yeah.
Kind of tell us a little bit more about, like, the mindset aspect, and like having a little bit difficulty in terms of getting clients. Like, what were you doing before?
Yeah. So before I came into the program, I was just on LinkedIn doing some posts, connecting with people, and sending them like a template message I created that didn't really work, and I wasn't getting the results I wanted. I had most people, if they connected with me, they're like, I'm not interested in your services, but great to connect, and that's it.
Mm.
And I didn't know how to actually like find out their pain points and in the messages and that kind of thing. So yeah.
For sure, for sure, for sure. And one thing as well, like, in terms of like that aspect as well, like the pain point aspect, right? Like, just trying to find, like, like when it comes to like messaging, like, it's a process of being like a diagnosis, right? Being a
Yes.
doctor, like understanding somebody's situation, giving them value, giving them tips, but also seeing exactly the challenges that they're having, right? And then having some form of vehicle, some form of free value, whether it be an email sample, whatever the case may be, kind of help them to overcome that problem and showcasing your skills and what it could do for their business, right? Love that, love that. I
Yeah.
know when we first connected, I remember we were going back and forth on that aspect.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Love that, love that. And kind of tell us specifically, like, why exactly, like, did you join this program specifically compared to, like, any other copywriting program out there?
Yeah. It's mostly because I've joined courses in the past, like from my previous business, and I didn't get mentorship really. I just kind of got like videos to watch, and that's really it. I didn't get any help, and I was kind of by myself. And then like with you, you provided me free value before even asking for anything or even suggesting that I join the program, and I thought that was awesome. It helped me to be able to be like, okay, maybe I can trust this guy. And then yeah, I think it was on our second or third call, something like that, that I decided to jump in fully. And it's because you actually showed that you care. You showed that you actually want your students to be successful. So that's why I joined. It's because I saw something different in you.
Love that. Man, you're gonna make me start crying again, Quinn. Our last line we had our interview, I said that too.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. And one thing too, like, like I even said before, like, my job is always just making sure that, you guys have as much clarity as possible in any way possible. And I'm not gonna stop until that happens, right? And kind of tell us specifically, like, was there any, particular part about the program that you, really enjoyed and really helped you? And kind of tell us, like, why that was so effective to being able to, helping you to make that, 1750 for yourself.
Yeah, I think I might have the module wrong, but I think it was module 6, where you taught us how to do DMs and how to message in DMs and
Mhm.
gave us scripts and everything, and then taught us how to not just go by the script and how to think about it. So that really helped me out because
Kind of talk to us a little bit more about that.
yeah, so I started applying things and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I messaged you, you helped me. And over time, like my mindset started to shift where I don't have to rely on the scripts anymore. I can kind of like go into the DMs now and figure out people's problems because my mind changed. I used to like sit at the computer just staring at a screen, thinking about what the heck to write. And then because I didn't think I was an actual I didn't feel like an actual business owner or someone diagnosing problems. I just felt, yeah, my mindset wasn't in the right place. But now when I go into the DMs with your help, your scripts, and then just practicing and changing my mind, I'm able to ask questions and figure out what's going on. So with all the help there, my mind also changed about how to actually do messaging, how to actually like, yeah, do those kinds of things. It even changed how I did my meeting too with the second client, right? I
That's
came in
awesome.
and
That's
I came in
awesome.
with questions prepared to figure out like what exactly he needed. So
I love that.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And kind of tell us like into because I know you said like, the aspect of like, the help and you kind of messaging and us going back and forth, like kind of tell us like why was that so effective, like in terms of you just getting clarity for yourself?
Yeah. So I'm the type of person that learns by doing. I have a hard time just learning by reading something or whatnot. I learn by doing.
Yeah.
So even if I read through a lesson and it's really well done, I won't get it 100%. So just like talking with you back and forth, getting feedback and clarity on things just helped me out a lot to actually do the right actions. Because you
Mm.
would remind me of things that you taught and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, that's right. And then
For
and then
sure.
I'd go do it. So yeah, the back and forth just really helped me to actually apply what you're teaching.
Love that. Love that. Love that. And as a result of really like, implementing, because I know like, I must say one of the things as well, like that, I know I spoke about this before, just that consistency aspect, but even when it comes to the content as well, right? You posting content on your LinkedIn, your Facebook as well. And doing that on a consistent basis, like based on like, leveraging all, the strategies that you've been currently doing, whether it be content or messaging, like what was actually that result that happened specifically when it comes to your copywriting business?
Yeah, so because of the content, specifically, I mainly focus on posting on Facebook, but then I took those Facebook posts and put them on LinkedIn because I thought, why not? I might as well just like repurpose this content, get another post out there. Because I was doing that, like my second client, he messaged me on LinkedIn because he found me somehow. I don't know exactly how. He just said he searched up copywriters,
Mhm.
found me. But because I was posting content, I got found. And
Yeah,
I was not expecting LinkedIn to work out for me at all. I wasn't trying that hard on LinkedIn. I was just reposting the posts and well, it worked.
for sure, for sure. And even as well, like, that's the beauty of the content aspect, right? Although like, it was of course like, you were leveraging different platforms. At the end of the day, the content that you were still providing, the value that you were still giving, still allowed people to then reach out to you to learn more about your services, right? Which is
Yeah.
again that organic marketing aspect, right? Just posting and giving value in your content, right? Love that, love that, love that. And do you feel like, when it comes to like your content as well, do you feel like that was, and learning that aspect of your content, do you feel like that was effective in terms of, getting clients specifically for yourself?
Yes. Yes. It's like, oh, I would say it's the reason I got my second client. So yeah.
For sure. Love that. Love that. Love that. And kind of tell us like, based on like, you joining the program, being able to literally go from, zero to 1750 and in less than almost a month, like, has there been a specific change specifically like, in your life and, after achieving this specific outcome?
Yeah. The biggest thing for me is like, I know I can actually achieve my goals now because I'm
Mm,
seeing the results. Because for a
mm,
long time, I don't know how to say it. Like it's felt like I've been pushing on a pulled door. You know what I mean? Like,
mm,
but now it's like, no, I can actually do this.
mm. Talk a little bit more about that. Like, what
So
exactly do you mean by that?
uh,
Hello, hello. Oh, I think we lost Quinn for a little bit. Unless I'm gone, I'm not too sure. Oh, I think we lost Quinn for a little bit, everyone. He might be jumping on real soon. Let's see, let's see. Oh, Quinn, I think I see you. I think I see you back.
okay,
All right, cool.
perfect. Sorry about that. I think that
No
was my
worries,
Wi-Fi.
brother.
It kind of just went out.
No worries at all, brother. No worries at all.
Okay. Um, where was I at here? I need the question one more time now.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, I know you were elaborating a little bit more, like, now that you feel like you're able to actually achieve your goals. So the
Yes.
question was like, kind of elaborate specifically why you feel that way.
Yeah. So like when I was doing my previous freelance business, like with websites, social media, I did try getting my own clients beyond the referrals, people I knew. And that always felt like pushing on a pull door. Like it was impossible for me.
Mhm.
I felt like I just couldn't do it because I didn't know how. Um, and then like that mindset carried in a bit to this business. And then I started changing that at the beginning and then got the results way faster than I thought was possible. And it's like, I don't know, it's like a complete 180 from my experience before.
Mm,
I'm
mhm.
starting to, because I have read stories, heard stories about people having success like this. And I'm like, for a bit, I thought it was possible when I was doing my previous business. And then after my experience, I thought it wasn't possible. And now I'm like here, like, oh, this is possible. I
For
just needed the
sure.
right tools. I just needed the right mindset.
For
And
sure.
yeah, so it's just like that change of being like, oh, I can actually like do this. I can actually get to the numbers I want to get to.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. And kind of tell us, what do you feel like based on like, you going through the program as well? Like, what was the, most effective, you think, module that really, really helped you in terms of, getting more clients for yourself and, really kind of making that 180 shift in terms of like, of your life specifically now?
Yeah. I mean, practically module 6 is the one that like helped me the most
Mm,
practically, but then module 1 is like the mindset one that helped me with my mindset.
mm,
So I'll talk about module 6 because last call I did module 1. Module 6, yeah, just equip me. Like you went through in detail exactly what to do in the DMs, why we're doing certain things, and that just really helped me to change my mind about how to message people, and then also just helped me to actually take action and do it.
mm.
Um, and I'll be honest, like when I first started messaging, I did not message as many people as I wanted to, but I started. And then the
It's
ball
all
got
about
rolling.
starting.
And
It's all
now
about
it's
starting.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, it used to be overwhelming to message 10 people for me. And now it's like I can do 30, 40. And it's not as bad, right?
for
So
sure.
yeah, yeah,
Love that. Love that. It's all about just taking that one step forward, just getting one step forward. Right.
that's
Love
right.
that. Love that. And kind of tell us, like, where do you think you would be right now? Like if you didn't take action and specifically join the program?
Oh, I'd be working somewhere, probably as like a web designer or something.
Mm,
Because I was applying for work while looking into doing copywriting. Now I'm not because it's like, okay, I can make this work. But yeah, I would have been working a normal job, miserable because I don't want to work a normal job.
for sure.
So yeah,
Love that. Love that. Love that. And, if there was like someone right now who's kind of like on the fence of like, either, joining the program or, really just wanted to book a free call with me, like what exactly would you tell that individual right now who's watching?
yeah, if you want to make this work, I mean, Nick is a great person to learn from. And then the other thing is you can make this work. You just need the right tools. And I'll just say, like Nick's program will equip you. So if you really want to be a copywriter and you really want to have your own business and get things rolling, jump in. And Nick's not, if you jump on a free call, Nick's not going to force you to sign up. He'll give you free value. So you have nothing to worry about. So yeah, jump in. And if you're serious, like this will be great for you.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Well, Quinn, one thing I want to say, brother, like I'm so, so, so blessed and honored to, have you in the program, have all the other clients in the program as well. And, um, it's amazing just to see how quickly things just started rolling for you, man. It's crazy. It's when I remember when you called me, I was like, what? Like I was like, what? Like I was literally inside my house. I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Right. It was a great, man. But yeah, it's just crazy to see how fast everything just started rolling in, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And we're going to continue to, of course, to elevate and continue to grow and continue to get you more clients, continue to get more results, and continue to just, allow you to just really achieve the goals that you set yourself for.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Of course, of course, of course. Well, for everybody who's watching this right now, I hope you guys are all having a beautiful Friday. Show some love to Quinn. Quinn, if you guys are watching this right now, Quinn was able to go from, 35 days ago, you know, was going from, wasn't really getting, any traction, from now making 1750 per month with 0 testimonials, right? So I think that's really, really huge, man. Like I said before, it's inspiring to see you be able to do that, brother. It's so
Yeah,
inspiring. Of course, of course.
thank you.
Of course. Well, again, guys, I hope you guys are all having a beautiful, beautiful Friday. And Quinn, we'll chat soon. All right. Have
Yeah,
yourself a nice
sounds
day,
good.
man. Of
Yeah,
course.
you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.